Hello everyone and welcome to this video. You're wondering what's going on with these eyes. That's a bit of a hint. I'm going to be doing a creepy zombie makeup tutorial. So if you want to see how I go from this into this, then stick around.
So I begin by obviously prepping the hair, which the prosthetic's going to be overlapping, by putting some Vaseline on, making sure all those hairs are covered. This is just simply done so it stops the latex basically sticking to your hair and then potentially damaging the hair. This is so important. It's a very quick step. I then go on to getting the ball cap ready to put on. This is where I'm really confused, because I'm really struggling to find out which is the front and which is the back. This ball cap, by the way guys, is not the best quality. I'm completely baffled here. I'm basically using a cheap ball cap. I don't recommend this to anyone. There's me looking all, sexy in completely embracing the ball cap. So yeah, I don't recommend this to anyone, especially, I've got quite a small head, I would say, and this really it didn't fit me, but it did the job. So I glued the ball cap down around the edges, made sure it fitted around the ears, and now I am putting on some latex to glue the latex prosthetic down, drying it off a little bit. I'm starting on the centre of the face. I highly recommend this for any prosthetics. You start in the centre and then you move your way out. It just allows you to stick a bit on at a time, so then it makes it easier making sure all the parts of the prosthetic are in the correct place. I'm just holding it down until it's glued, making sure it feels nice and secure. And now I'm going around the edges. I've glued from the nose outwards and now gluing down the edges to make sure that it's all nice and secure and everything's flush to the face. Edges on this prosthetic are actually quite thick. This is just due to me this mould being quite old, which I actually poured the latex into. I found it in my workshop, so I just thought I might as well use it, but for the sake of edges, it's I just couldn't not use it for the sake of edges. There is ways around sorting this using thicker latex, but that day I just simply didn't have the time, and for the sake of looking straight on at the camera, it wasn't worth doing it. However, if you were on set or you were doing this for a photo shoot, I would highly recommend sorting those edges. So there you're just seeing I quickly went in with 24-hour super stay. I wouldn't do this on a silicone prosthetic or foam latex. However, on latex prosthetics, it's a good way to quickly get a base down, a skin tone base onto the actual latex prosthetic. I'm just simply stippling it on because I actually want some of the yellow tone from the latex prosthetic coming through. It just gives a variation in the skin tone, which is what you actually want when you're doing zombie prosthetics. You don't want a flawless, flat, polished skin. And then going in with the I can't talk today. I'm going in with the Ben Nye Death Wheel, and I'm going in with a yellow shade, and again I'm just stippling that on, just trying to make variation and contrast in the actual base of the skin tone. Going in with the Key Colours palette, and it's absolutely amazing. Here I'm actually going quite heavy, more heavier than I usually would do with a alcohol activated paint, just simply because it's latex and I wanted it to show up, but I will be going over the top of that to dull those colours out. And I don't know if you just saw then, I went in with the Key Colours palette. This is the original Key Colours palette, and I'm just adding those colours into the wound areas. I actually dilute the alcohol activated palettes with acetone. I try to dilute them usually as much as possible, whereas here, like I say, I'm going in a bit stronger with it being a latex prosthetic. Just going in with a red tone, filling in all those wound areas. And then here you can see I've filled in all the areas where there is any indentation in the actual prosthetic. Then going in with the Resurrect Dead palette by Dashbow. Going in with a yellow colour just to add a bit more gruesomeness to the look, to give the illusion of maybe decay or pus. Now this is the part where I said I would be going over with some more foundation just to tone down those initial colours that I put on. And now I'm going over again now with another alcohol activated colour. And again it was with the Dark Tones palette by Neill's Materials. Just stippling this on all over the head and all over the face with a big brush. Of course, make sure you bring it down to your neck and your chest, because you don't want a gruesome face and then a nice, smooth, normal chest. And then going in with the Dashbow Susan Boyle's palette, and I'm using the yellow tone for the teeth just to make them look a bit more rotten. We don't want nice teeth when we're a zombie. The more gorier, the better. The more gruesome, the better. Now going in with my favourite Bruise Gel. This is the Burn Red Bruise Gel. There's two different types of red and this is the burn one. And I'm using it as like a baseline for when the blood gets put in. I am putting it in the areas, like I say, where the blood would be, just to create an extra depth to the actual blood. Going in now with another red Bruise Gel. This is the original Bruise Gel. It's slightly darker. With it being slightly darker, it will make it seem and feel more realistic, because blood, when it's older, is slightly darker. So here is the Ben Nye blood that I'm going in with. I'm putting it around the areas where the edge of the wounds are. You don't want to go too mad with the blood. If you spend loads of time on a sculpt and you have loads of detail, you just don't want to cover it up with that. So here, now I'm going in with the yellow Bruise Gel. Same method again, just trying to make it look really gross and gruesome.
So this is the end result, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up if you did. It just lets me know how whether you enjoyed it or not, or if you like this sort of content. I hope you enjoyed the creation that we did, and let me know if it's inspired you guys to do any of this, to recreate this or do something similar to this. So thank you for joining me today. Thank you for your support in watching the video, and I hope you come back again to watch more creations possibly like this. And now I'm going to go away, take these contact lenses out, take this off my face so I can talk again, and I hope you have a fabulous day. Bye guys!